Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Thursday, November 24th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, first off, I want to wish happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends. I hope you're all having dinner with friends and family today. I'm actually leaving for dinner right when I finish this video, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's always nice to see and spend time with loved ones. So this week, we continue our work with the World Spirit Tarot, created and illustrated by Lauren O'Leary. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Fool, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So if you remember, the Fool is all about new beginnings, especially a new phase or cycle in one's life. You know, he often appears in a reading to signal that it's time to make a change, especially if our present circumstances aren't working out or there are past events that are weighing us down. You know, the Fool doesn't necessarily have to mean moving away. It can also signify moving on, especially if you're in a painful situation or there's a past event that is still causing you major grief and anxiety. So this situation is well represented by our second card, the Three of Swords. Now this card is typically a card of pain, of heartbreak, of sorrow, of suffering. Now in this image, it looks as though someone is throwing darts at the figure in the card. And instead of moving away or moving aside, the person simply covers their eyes and braces themselves for what's coming next. You know, if we look at this image, we can also see a hallway with a door at the very end. So why isn't the person dashing down the hallway and to dart out the door? He or she may be in the same situation that many of us find ourselves in. We want a way out, but we're not doing anything about it. So maybe we're stuck at a job that we hate, a toxic or abusive relationship, a neighbor that's become dangerous, or projects that may be draining your energy. Maybe month after month you struggle to pay your bills instead of looking for a better job or taking on a second gig. You know, we often hide our eyes like the figure in the card and try to ignore it and simply take it. But situated next to the Fool, I see this card as actually a signal that it might be time to take that huge step in an attempt to improve our situation. Now, if a situation is really dire or you are going through excessive trauma, then professional help, such as a therapist, might help you get through it. But it does appear that it is time to get through it, to make some sort of move. Unlike the person in the image, we don't have to simply bow down and take it. You know, I've said this before, but there's always a choice. We can either choose to stay stuck or choose to move on. Choosing to do nothing is also a choice, but either way, we get to choose our circumstances. Quitting that which is dragging us down is never easy, as suggested by the third card in our draw today, the Eight of Pentacles, which is often called the work card. You know, the thing with this card is that it is ill-dignified in this position today. Earth and air don't get along. And when it's badly aspected like this, it can signify a lack of commitment or perhaps even more work than you anticipated. So to change the situation is going to take a lot more than a simple leap of faith off the roof like the Fool is doing. It's going to take commitment and possibly hard work. If we approach anything with a lack of commitment, we often end up in the same place that we were at the beginning, or we end up backpedaling. So if we're really ready to move on from a situation, from grief or heartbreak or whatever, be steadfast in your commitment and then do what it takes to get the wheels moving. So the message today for these three cards is Unless commitment is made, there are only promises and hopes, but no plans. The level of success we achieve is in direct proportion to the depth of our commitment. So today's advice card comes from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms Oracle by Collette-Baron Reid. And the card drawn randomly from the deck today is the Spirit Whisperer. So the Spirit Whisperer makes another appearance for this week. I think it was this week. So if you remember, this card is about guidance from above, whether you call that God, Goddess, Holy Guardian Angel, higher self, higher brain. It is all about listening and inner knowing. You know, most of the time, we know the right decision. We know deep down the path that we need to take, the path that would be best for us. Yet, we hesitate, often waiting for external validation of some kind, perhaps waiting for somebody to tell us that it's okay, that this is the direction we need to take. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I will say this. If we do what we've always done, then we'll get what we've always gotten. And that's your Daily Tarot Map for today. As usual, if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you click the like button. And you can find all my contact information on my website at tarot-dude.com. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.